Sorry, I don't know what was in my throat just now. Anyway, let's start watching the video. Or episode. Same thing, really.
I'm bored.
But you're reading.
I've read all these
That
books
sigh
already.
sounds so forced.
And
I'm bored. I want to do something. Things have been so slow around here and
Oh, Twilight, darling! Oh, thank goodness! It seems that my...
got here as fast as I could.
This is going to be a Rarity and Applejack episode, isn't it?
finally, we've been summoned. I wonder where the map wants us to...
Twilight?
Really. Now, people complain about Twilight listening to that map as some kind of absolute authority, but you gotta remember that this is how Twilight reacts to things that she considers to be authority. And it's not like Princess Celestia hasn't done some seriously messed up stuff with Twilight when you think about it. I mean, the very first time she sent Twilight to do something, she failed to mention that Nightmare Moon was her sister, amongst other things.
Where do you think?
There's nothing wrong with her looking at the map as an authority. Well, it sends her into uncertain danger and stuff.
Oh, I've simply been dying to go back for a visit. And now, I return with a purpose.
It looks like you've been
Of course,
summoned
for
to
the
this
time being,
particular
it's
neighborhood
mostly
here.
sending the other
You're
main
off to form a
6
friendship
members.
with one of the busiest and most vibrant cities in all of Equestria. Isn't this exciting?
Seems a hair odd though, don't it? Map calling me to a big city like Manehatten.
You may be a country pony at heart, Applejack, but the map picked you two because you're the best ponies to tackle this particular mission.
Let me guess, the lesson is going to involve Applejack somehow making everything right.
Has twice as many ponies as all of Ponyville.
More like 3 times. Why, it's not only home to the haypacking district, it's also home to the fashion district.
The Fashion District, of course it's home to the Fashion District.
Well, though, darling, you did end up quite a fan of the hustle and bustle of Manehatten on our last visit.
It's such an exciting city, and there's still so much I'd like to do there. So many museums and historical landmarks to visit, not to mention all the libraries. But this is your mission. Don't
And then
worry
you
about
go
me.
on
I've got
non-official
plenty of
business, Twilight.
books to keep
That's
me
the one thing
busy.
I don't get, still. She could still go on
I just
non-official
remembered something.
business.
The Sisterhood Social.
Or non-business, I
We'll
mean.
have to miss it. No telling how long we'll be in Manehatten.
It's almost as though they're foreshadowing a future episode. They kind of did already. You know, that one time with those games, the train.
Oh, Manehatten, what you do to me.
The pets. Really, another one of those lamppost references.
Are you all right?
And of course she comes prepared and makes Applejack carry everything around.
Eyes peeled, ears open. Eyes peeled, ears open.
Remember, Applejack, you're in the big city now. No moseying.
No moseying. Moseying is exactly what she does. Oh, Rarity is a pro at Frogger.
Sorry about that.
I get in my way.
I really wish I knew what the background music for Frogger was, or I'd totally be humming it right now.
I can barely cross the street in this town. How am I supposed to help solve a...
You've got to be kidding me.
I think this is the one. No. Excuse me? That hat clashes with your name. Not to mention it's far too large and will undoubtedly obstruct your vision. Oh,
It does know.
none
She
of
just
these will
cussed
do.
that guy a customer,
Oh,
right?
Jack, what good timing! Here, this will do splendidly.
Oh yes, generous when it comes to fashion. Good old Rarity.
Oh, no, please, keep it. I can always make another. Thank
Seriously,
you.
she even gave it away for free? She didn't give those gala dresses away for free. You know, because that line about
Yeah,
keeping it
I'm pretty
in
sure
their
that
budget.
Make sure that it stays within our budget.
What? We just saved that poor pony from committing a terrible crime of fashion.
Yeah, and you also ticked off the guy who was trying to sell that hat to her.
And then their friendship could have been ruined forever. And
Oh, come on, Rarity. You don't actually believe that, do you?
Signifying a job well done.
no, I suppose it didn't. Still, a disaster was averted.
Divided? You just lost me a paying customer.
Yep.
Oh, I am so sorry. I never meant to.
Beat it!
Please accept my sincerest apologies for the misunderstanding. And might I add, what a lovely establishment you have here.
Definitely not solving anything.
You're right, Applejack. The search continues.
Excuse me? I was just wondering, friendship problem, any pony? See, we've been sent here to... a
Wait.
map summoned us, and, if you could just take a moment to...
Friendship advice! Any pony looking for
Oh
friendship
my
advice?
god!
Reference overload.
For that...
Wait, Coco Palmel?
Continuity overload.
Oh, man. A reference overload and a continuity overload. I'm pretty sure this episode wasn't written by M.A. Larson. What madness is this?
designer friend of yours.
Don't you see? This must be why the map called us here. Oh, and you were so worried.
Well, I suppose it's at least worth looking into. That is, if we can ever get off this street corner.
I can't believe you found my flyer. Quite a coincidence, don't you think? Applejack and I were specifically summoned here to be of service. And you, my dear friend, are in need of help. It's no coincidence, darling. It's fate!
This Midsummer Theater Revival, what is it exactly?
An outdoor play held at the community park. Many moons ago, local theater troupes would perform, and ponies in the neighborhood would help make the costumes and design set pieces, prepare food to share during the performance.
Y'all do look like you're enjoying each other's company. Kinda reminds me of Ponyville.
It sounds lovely, darling. It was, up until several moons ago.
What happened?
That's Charity Kindheart.
Charity?
Costume designer on
Charity?
Broadway. She started the Midsummer
Charity?
Theater Revival
Rarity?
as a way to
Really?
show her passion for theater in the
Really?
neighborhood. No matter how
It's a
busy
bit on
she
the
was,
nose, isn't
she
it?
always made time for the revival.
Whatever you call
But when
that.
she moved away to be closer to her grandfillies, the neighborhood lost the special tradition she had started. And worse, the sense of community it fostered.
There's definitely an issue with this place's community, alright?
Nobody else stepped up to take over for Charity?
I've been trying to, but I've just gotten a last-minute request to alter costumes for the cast of My Fair Filly, and I'm afraid I haven't made much progress. Oh, there's just so much to do to bring back the Midsummer Revival, and my flyers haven't attracted a single volunteer. Say no more. You finish up your work, and by this time tomorrow, you'll be up to your mane in ponies who want to lend a hoof. Applejack and I will make sure of it. You will?
You bet your boots we will.
Oh, I don't wear boots. I find they chafe my calves when I walk.
Is she for
It's just
real?
an expression.
So you see, the method mares are only available on this one day, and we need all the help we can get with preparations.
Yeah, not a good time right now. What am I saying? It's never a good time.
Seriously?
Well, what do you think?
I got my
my own problems. You think I got hours to
Wait, is that pony related to Babs?
Ah, yes. Charity's Midsummer Theater Revival. Such wonderful memories.
So you'll help us?
Was there a guy in the background earlier?
I run a very important oat and hay import-export business. Well, I can't spare even a moment for such things.
Yeah, sure he can't.
This is a nightmare.
What a jerk.
Oh, darling, it's quite lovely.
I think she was talking about the Midsummer Theater Revival.
Really,
I
Rarity.
finished the alterations for My Fair Philly, but have barely started the costumes for the revival, and the Method Mares are coming to the park tomorrow for a costume fitting and rehearsal.
Well, I could help you with the costumes.
But what are we going to do about the rest? The park is in desperate need of repairs, and the sets still need to be built.
Well, I know too about building and fixing things. It's kinda, well, my thing. Could be the reason the map called me here.
Could be.
You see, dear, we went out looking for volunteers when all the help you need is right here.
Uh-huh.
The map wouldn't have chosen just Applejack and me if it was more than we could handle. Everything is going to be just fine.
You're not being fine.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
Of course. Now, this is public property, right?
You're right. Are you sure you can manage this by yourself?
I don't think it's
there's a
legal
lot
to
to
have
do.
public property in
Rarity's
this
right. The map
condition.
wouldn't have called us here if we weren't up for the challenge. You two go on and take care of the costumes. I'll see you at the dress rehearsal.
Seriously. Again, this is New York we're talking about. You know, exactly the most lawful kind of city. Because that's the people who always have trouble with the police. Her hat got ruined. People have headcanons about that thing? I mean, really? I swear, people have too many headcanons about too many random things. It is nice that you guys care so much about this show, but her hat, of all things?
I know it looks bad, but I'm moving as fast as I can.
Don't worry, we've still got plenty of time. Everything's going to be...
Excuse me. Is this where the Midsummer Theater Revival is supposed to be, par chance?
we're here for the dress rehearsal.
Oh, yes. We've just put the finishing touches on the costumes.
At least those look professional.
We'll do a dry run of the play first, and then the fitting.
No,
That didn't help at all. Holy... You've got to be kidding me, right? That place should not be open to the public.
reinforce the stage yet.
There should be police tape around the front. Seriously.
I just wanted to live up to Charity's example. To bring my neighborhood together again. The park is still a mess. We haven't even thought about what refreshments to serve during the performance. And even if we had, we don't have a stage for the Method Mares to perform on. It's hopeless. Just hopeless.
I don't understand. The map summoned us here to solve a friendship problem. We couldn't find it. But why did it send the two of us? Why not Twilight? I'm sure she could have used her magic to transform this park in an instant.
I've been thinking the same thing. I mean, I can at least see why you're here. Coco's your friend, and you have an eye for costumes and all. But me? I was never gonna be able to finish a project this big.
We'll return to Ponyville as failures. Why must this be Applejack? Why? Why? Why?
Now, hold on there. I'm not suggesting we pack up and go home.
Then what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we stop worrying about what we can't do and start doing what we can. I think I've got a plan. It won't be anything big or fancy, but it'll be something. And something's got to be better than nothing, right?
I knew it.
That's the spirit. Sorta. All right, y'all. It's ready.
This show can be so predictable sometimes.
Should we go ahead and start?
Excuse me? I'm Charity Kindheart. I'm here about the open design position. I brought some samples of my work. I'm sorry I'm late.
You see, the script revisions were making it into a dedication to charity.
Mixed up by the street names. I had a map, but I dropped
That's
it in
kind
the
of
puddle,
nice.
which only made the street names harder to read.
I see.
What is that?
I don't know, so that looks like some kind of play.
Well, can we stay
Sure,
and
that
watch it?
mayor looked a lot like Bon Bon.
Oh, all right. I suppose we could stay for a minute.
Excuse me, but your next appointment is here.
All right, send him in. I'm sorry, but based on these samples, I just don't think this is the place for you. Don't get me wrong, these clothes are all exquisite.
Those are
and
definitely
well
professional
made, but more
actors.
theatrical than avant-garde. Have you considered costume design? I have a contact on Bridal Way. If you're interested, I can put you in touch with him. And see.
Unseen. What?
Charity, dear! Is that you?
Hello, Mrs. Pear Blossom. I didn't see. Oops.
Care Blossom?
Oh, let me help you, dear. Are these the costumes you've been working on?
Yes, I was supposed
Oops.
to be by
Yeah,
now.
that was definitely
There's just so
professional
much to do,
acting.
and I still have a few last-minute alterations to make before opening night. I'm sorry I couldn't get enough tickets for every pony in the neighborhood.
And she was working with what she had. Like they had an actual thing of clothing to work with.
We're so proud of you. We shall be with you in spirit.
Thank you. You've all made me feel so welcome here and have become like family to me. I just wish I could share this experience with you and the others.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's the
If the map called Apple Blue, she probably would have gotten her cutie mark.
The revival. Yeah, my
Maybe.
papa used to bring me.
Still wonder if that popcorn vendor is related to Babs.
I couldn't have done it without every pony's help. I know it's not Bridal Way, but...
Oh, pistosh. Perfect, dear.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you. This is so nice. Haven't seen the neighborhood this friendly since Charity moved away.
She came a bit late there, didn't she?
Thank you, fillies and gentlecoats. Please give a warm welcome to the one who made this entire event possible, our neighbor, Coco Pommel.
Thank you all so much for coming. The Midsummer Theater Revival was always something that meant so much to me, and it seems it means quite a lot to all of you as well. I really can't take all the credit, though. My dear friends Rarity and Applejack helped me ever so
My
much.
cultures now.
Oh, darling, please. It was just a few costumes.
Oh, shucks. I just happened to be good with a hammer is all. To be honest, we had much bigger plans to start. When those fell through, we decided to simplify. This here was the result.
Oh, don't be so modest. Coco and I were lost.
Bet your boots we were.
We just wanted to say how much we enjoyed the Midsummer Theater Revival and how much it inspired us.
Oh, yeah?
I used to think that to help my community, I had to do something big. And let's face it, in this day and age, who has the time for such a commitment? But here, you did something as simple as building a stage and putting on a play, and look at how it's brought every pony together.
I saw Coco's flyers for volunteers, but didn't think anything I'd have time to do would be that useful. Now I wish I'd offered to help.
Even if it was just pulling a few weeds or planting a few flowers.
Not sure if you noticed, but the park is far from being fixed up. I imagine if you look around, you'll find there's lots of little ways for you to get involved in changing this place for the better.
And I will.
And I don't think we'll be alone.
Yahoo! We did it!
Woo! I understand now. It all makes perfect sense.
Huh?
I know why the map called you here.
You do?
If Twilight had used her magic to fix the park, it wouldn't have fixed the real problem. Which is that these Manehatten
Clever writers. Bravo.
But by building that stage and making sure the play went on, you showed them that just by doing something small, you can make a big difference.
Well, I'll be.
Seems you have more in common with the Manehatten ponies than you thought.
But all the same, I'd sure like to head back to Ponyville on the next train. I want to check in with Apple Bloom and find out how the Sisterhood social turned out.
Oh, absolutely, my dear. Just as soon as I stop that pony in the shop over there from purchasing that dreadfully hideous scarf. Stop! You're making a terrible mistake!
Somebody hasn't learned anything. They even have a custom end theme for this one too. Well, that was an episode. I keep saying that, but you know, it was okay. I'd probably give it like 4 out of 5, I guess. It was okay. Wasn't good, wasn't great, but it wasn't meh either. So yeah, 4 out of 5, I guess. It definitely helped that they explained why Twilight wasn't summoned, because you know that's kind of a thing that people were complaining about. I just realized that the lamplight really doesn't look good with my hand. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it for this time. Anyway,